All right.
Oh no person here, no person here. Oh shit, let me ask you
All right.
Man,
something.
next.
Okay. On to our next topic. We were supposed to talk about this last week, but we love our black women. Let's just say that we love our black women. But
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about there was like these shootings that's been happening in Chicago where like 7 children got killed in the last 2 weeks. That police was saying it was like a bunch of kids was getting killed by like gang violence and like stray bullets and all that other stuff. And I've seen a lot of people having opinions about it, especially the conservatives, and they're trying to like put this on where's black. They give it the whole where's Black Lives Matter speech and all that other stuff. So I wanted you guys' opinions on like the gang shootings and people putting this on Black Lives Matter.
I'll go first. So yeah, I don't like the fact that they're putting on Black Lives Matter because that again shows that the movement has been co-opted by people who don't even really know what we're fighting for. And initially, like, because there's the phrase and then there's like the organization. You know what I'm saying? And most people, when they say the phrase, they're just trying to bring to attention that black people, we are disenfranchised and we are living under terroristic conditions in America. And in order to change that, we have to literally look at the country as a whole and dismantle the systems that are oppressing us. And then, but here's the thing though, and I know y'all have personally seen this with people that are non-black that are shouting Black Lives Matter. When they realize that the entire American system is against black people, then you start seeing people that's pushing back a little bit. Then you start seeing people that's starting to silence themselves a little bit because they didn't know that it was in that magnitude. It's like it's like what we've been taught before. White supremacy dominates all areas of activity, and the purpose of white supremacy is deception. You know what I'm saying? So what you don't understand about white supremacy is ultimately going to confuse you. And I believe that's why when it comes to like our movements and our organizations, we make it a point not to include other people because they don't truly understand white supremacy as it is. As we all know, we have Hispanics, we have Arab people, we have people of color that assimilate to whiteness, and because of their proximity to whiteness, they end up shitting on us as a result. So when they're reporting about things like Chicago, and we've heard this shit before, we've heard all the Tucker Carlsons and the Tommy Lahrens talking about, oh, Chicago, look at all this black on black crime. Why can't black people just get it together? Why are they committing so many of these crimes? And we all know that's bullshit. There's no real such thing as black on black crime. So I feel like this is just another deflection tactic to point the finger at black people who are not monolithic in committing crimes, but yet when we're trying to bring attention to the crimes that are committed towards us on a systematic level, then all of a sudden everybody wants to deflect, everybody wants to say some shit that doesn't even really have anything to do with what we're saying, and nobody wants to have the conversation that's necessary. And we've had people all across American history to try to have these conversations. We had Frederick Douglass, we had Martin Luther King, we had Malcolm X, we had Minister Louis Farrakhan, who is still alive today, but people don't want to hear him talk because all of a sudden he's anti-Semitic. We had all these people to have this conversation. Most of them got assassinated. Martin Luther King wanted to do it the peaceful way. He got assassinated. Most of the people that want to do it, they start off with good intentions, and then as the years go by, they start cooning a little bit, and then all of a sudden now they're not on our side anymore. But now they're fighting for other groups. They're fighting for immigrants. They're fighting for people that don't look like us. So this Chicago shit, it doesn't even really have any weight to it, if you ask me. Because we all know that if you live in a neighborhood of black people, you're probably going to get robbed by other black people. You're probably going to get your shit stolen by other black people. If you go to China, who do you think is doing the robbing and the killing? Excuse me. It's Chinese. So there's no such thing as black on black crime. If you're going to call it what it is, it's just crime. On all fronts, it's just crime. So,
Right.
yeah, that shit, it's just a deflection.
Anybody else want to go?
I seen somebody. I seen somebody post. I think on Instagram. It was like a lot of people that don't um, believe or don't understand what Black Lives Matter always say. Well, all lives matter. What about black on black crime? Nobody don't say that stuff when white people be shooting each other or uh, doing a lot of hideous crimes. And in all of history of the United States, they don't say what about white on white crime. They don't talk about it. It just it's mostly just talk about. It's just more of a just a hate on our race. It really is. Just say whatever they want to say, just to put us out and put hate on our race. But then they'll never know we do need a as a culture and as a race, we kind of do need to work on these violence. I mean, the violence is happening in these neighborhoods where we can protect our kids. That's it.
Dion, you got anything to say?
I feel like the whole gang culture just needs to be denounced in general because it just leaves people dying over stupid shit. Oh, you from this neighborhood, or you come on somebody block wearing a wrong color shirt or some stupid shit like that. And I'm just like, come on now. This whole gang shit got people dying over bullshit. Is getting out of hand. Innocent people are getting hurt. You know what I'm saying? You got these children who probably ain't never did nothing wrong to nobody, you know, getting shot by a straight bullet by some stupid fuck that don't even know how to handle a gun. You know what I'm saying? It's just nonsense, man. That shit just needs to stop in general. I've never
I've
been a
always,
fan of that shit. But yeah, go ahead.
my bad. I didn't mean to interrupt. I've always, anytime I get into this argument with people, I always ask, what is one of the things you would like to fix about the black community? A lot of people say, more jobs. A lot of people say, the schools, the gang culture, the police brutality. And I've always said there are so many things wrong with the black community that need fixing. It's never just one thing. At least, this like for one, I feel like some of this stuff don't really need to get to big government for us to fix. I feel like there are some things that we can fix on a low level, or at least ourselves, that we don't really have to get into. Uh, we don't need the government's hands in. I think gang culture is one of them. I always feel like we need to um, change how gang culture is looked at, but I understand. Look, when Chicago is a different. I don't know why people always go to Chicago. Chicago is its own different breed. Otherwise, because when anybody knows the origins of the Crips, they were made to help the community. They wasn't there to fuck with people in the community. They was there to help the community against the police. It's like it was made from the Black Panthers. Um, the thing, and I've said this a lot about the Chicago culture. First of all, they've been having gangs since the antebellum era. Most people like since early 1900s. That's how long the gang culture has been there. And I tell people all the time, it's just like it's not a black thing because white people love gang cultures too. Except
Hell
theirs,
yeah.
yeah, I know theirs in the form of biker gangs, the Italian mafia, and hell, even the Ku Klux Klan. I look at Ku Klux Klan as a damn gang. Fucking the police have been looking at. They've been looking like real big gangbangers. So, like Chicago itself, it's been always known as a very tough city. Other than the jazz, it's been known as being a very tough city, a very blue collar city, and like people celebrate that. Like Al Capone was like the biggest thing in fucking Chicago, like at one point, and he was a very well known gangster around people. Like people knew not to fuck with him. Gang culture in Chicago has been around since damn near Chicago has been alive. So I don't know why every time people go and that's their like one. That's it seems like conservative blacks and most of the white Republicans, that's their go to is like, what about black on black crime? What about the gang violence in Chicago?